Police deployed in their hundreds to keep apart anti-government protesters angry at food and medicine shortages from Maduro's supporters who vowed to defend his socialist revolution. Quote, "The rallies raised fears of violence in the oil-rich South American state, where anti-government protests in 2014 led to clashes with police that left 43 people dead." The leader of the opposition Democratic Unity Roundtable, Jesus Torrealba, told AFP it was the biggest rally in recent decades with between 950,000 and 1 million people taking part. Demonstrators dressed in white marched in the east of the capital, yelling, "Venezuela is hungry, and this government is going to fall. We either come out to march or we will die of hunger. We are no longer afraid of the government," said one demonstrator. Ana Gonzalez, 53. The rallies come at a highly volatile time for Venezuela, where a plunge in prices for oil exports has caused shortages, violent crime and outbreaks of looting. "This is a historic march. Today begins a definitive stage in this struggle," Torrealba said. More than 1 million people despite all the obstacles and intimidation. Maduro no longer has a mandate. #1s #Venezuela pic. Twitter.com KSGZ6 Suzia. People for MADUR. Thousands of Maduro supporters in red t-shirts and caps meanwhile rallied in the central plaza Bolivar yelling to their leader, "The people are with you." Maduro estimated his supporters' turnout at up to 30,000. "Today we have defeated a coup d'etat," he told the crowd. "They have failed once again. The victory is ours." Quote, "The opposition blames Maduro for the economic crisis and wants a referendum on removing him from power. He has branded the effort a right-wing coup." Quote, "We're here at the call of our president to defend the revolution," said 37-year-old housewife Carolina Aponte at the pro-government rally. The authorities arrested 3 opposition leaders in the days ahead of the march. Senior opposition figure Enrique Capriles said on Thursday that 2 mayors had also been arrested. No major clashes were reported during Thursday's marches, which finished in the mid-afternoon, though riot cops faced off with small groups of protesters. The MUD said in a statement it would hold 2 further nationwide demonstrations at electoral offices on September 7 and a National Mobilization Day on September 14. Referendum DRIV. The referendum's timing lies at the heart of the battle. If it takes place before January 10 and Maduro loses, new elections must be held. If he loses in a recall after that date, he would simply hand power to his hand-picked vice president. The polling firm Vernobarometro says 64% of the electorate would vote against Maduro. A study by another pollster, Datanlysis, indicated 8 out of 10 Venezuelans want a change of government. Maduro blames the crisis on the collapse of oil prices and an economic war by businesses backed by U.S. imperialism. Quote, "He faces deep public discontent over shortages of basic goods and an inflation rate projected to hit 720% this year." Analysts have warned of a repeat of the deadly 2014 clashes that left numerous opposition leaders in prison. Maduro said Thursday he had prepared a decree to strip politicians in the National Assembly of their immunity. He accused the opposition Speaker of the legislature, Henry Ramos Alump, of inciting violence. "The opposition cannot be intimidated," Ramos retorted. "President Maduro, look at all these people who have poured into the streets of Caracas," he said. "Never has there been such a big peaceful demonstration in Venezuela, without a single act of violence. Facing a national food crisis, Venezuela's pumpkin-growing socialist president is exhorting compatriots to grow fruit and vegetables on balconies and roofs and in barracks across the country. Nathan Frandino reports.